Okay, this is the third out of 3 messages, so it might be for you. Please use your discernment. Not every reading is for everybody. And this is definitely a message that I'm feeling coming forth from the Hekate. There's this feeling that she gives me of like a kind of like a bait and switch, or now you see me, now you don't. And she's actually showing me Darla from the Little Rascals picking, it was it Darla or was it Alfalfa? And like picking the petals off of like Daisy. She loves me not. I think it's Alfalfa. You might actually have like hair like sticking up kind of like Alfalfa out of nowhere right now, like really frizzy hair. But I get the impression that you have been going through like a challenging situation, especially like spiritually. And it feels like she was very much at like the forefront in step side by side with you through this. And then all of a sudden she kind of like dropped out, almost triggering, I don't know, some kind of like abandonment wound within you. But what I feel as though she's communicating to me is that she wanted to do 2 things. 1, pull back a little bit to give the others, how that's phrased, the others an opportunity to step forward to either apologize or assist you. So this could be both an opportunity for those who have made things challenging for you to come forward and like make that right on their own. There's also an energy in here about creating like space to see maybe like what some of the other like spirits or guides or ancestors you work with, whether or not they step in to help you. Because there is something about, there's too many cooks in your kitchen, spiritually speaking, too many conflicting energies, too many conflicting opinions about what collective needs to be doing. There's a lot of talk, but I'm not seeing a lot of like action from like a bulk of your spirit team. So there might be something, there's a sneeze, confirmation. There might be something about who you have around you energetically, spiritually on your team that also like wants to be highlighted, so that way you can start kicking people out. But furthermore, the other reason she pulled back, how I feel like she's communicating it, is because she also wanted to give you an opportunity to see kind of like what you do, how you step forward to fill the gap, how you defend or don't defend yourself. Like, what will you do on your own if you're not prompted, if you're not walking in step with someone else, like just your natural animalistic instincts. Like, what does collective do in this situation? Less of a test and more of just like observation, research. But I'm getting this feeling that like no one did come forward and apologize, and nothing or seemingly no one else really stepped forward to fill that gap or like defend you. Like I feel like there was a lot revealed about the do nots and the would nots that like you have around you. And so I feel like now that you have that light bulb moment, now that you see, I just saw a truck that drove by that said good to go. Now you're good to go. And I feel like the presence of the Hekate is going to start to come forward for you much more pronounced. Almost like more heavily, more protective, more guidance forward than like she was with you before. And I have a candle burning over here that I don't want to show you, but the wax is very much in like a state of overflow, and I feel like that is communicating something about the Hekate wanting to lead you to the overflow. You may also be seeing that's loud. Okay, that's a plane. Hold on. The plane's a good sign because it means that you're in the air, you're mid-transition. You may actually be having these moments where like you have this kind of like immediate awareness that you are like energetically, spiritually in transition, and feel like hyper alert and kind of like freaked out about it before you ground back down. But she might be sending you signs of specifically waterfalls, the overflowing. You may also even be seeing like cups overflowing, the sink is overflowing, we're tipping over water goblets. Goblets? Okay, goblets. I'm also hearing that don't go chasing waterfalls, the TLC song Waterfalls. So there might be something about like the band TLC, Left Eye, that's significant for you. But there's definitely a sentiment here of now that you see and now that you've led, are you ready to like come follow me to the better place? 4:34 on the clock as I say that. I also feel like she's sending a lot of bees right now and yellow butterflies. There's also something about like black stones or black marbles. It reminds me of like pulling lots in Leviticus actually, and the idea of like being black balled. And she's giving me this impression about her blackballing certain people or certain energies. I think she's taking justice on your behalf by turning the light, the visibility, the volume up on you, and turning the volume down on others who were trying to dominate you in some way. I also feel like if this is your message, there will also be something about domination magics that you're going to be learning about more. I also feel like she's going to have you up like your wards. If you have 1 ward, she's going to have you make 3. If you have 3, she's going to have you make 6. Because your investment in your magical practice is also your investment in and with her. She's saying, I'm not going to send you in anywhere without tools. So while you're mid-air, while you're mid-transition, I feel like she's also going to have you do some like scholastics. So that way when she finally kind of delivers you to like the good place, it's so funny. I feel like the Hekate is leading you to the place of the land of milk and honey. It's the Hekate that takes you there. So interesting. You might what is that song, that band? I'll Take You There. Is it like the Staple Sisters? Yes, I'll Take You There by the Staple Sisters, 1972. Which is interesting because that is actually a song about being like liberated and delivered from prejudice. But these spiritual, scholastic studies, picking up and learning new tools and investing in your magic while you're in transition is helpful, because I feel like she's saying that when she delivers you to like the good place or to the land of milk and honey, it will allow you both to work together on the things that you actually like want and need to be working together, as opposed to this like consistent cycle of having to like clean things up and banish things out. It's like always like this cleanup crew energy that's around you that is like has been preventing you from like building forward like into the future. So these tools and these studies, they help you fill up your toolbox, so when you get there you already have like your pieces in place. So that way you can just work on like what actually needs to be worked on. Your creativity, your passion, your purpose, your pathway. What the Hekate is trying to help you create in the world. And not constantly going back for like the mop and the bucket. Is there anything else that wants to come through here? She's showing me keys, which is expected, but she's showing me specifically gold keys. They look new golden keys. They actually kind of remind me of the keys that you see on the Hierophant card. So you might be seeing that card a lot as well. She's also showing me frogs. The Princess and the Frog. The Disney movie is coming through. She's also showing me crocodiles. And she's showing me the Deep South. And she's also showing me the Bayou. And something about chamomile. Okay, that's it.